Hello dear guys, very good morning. I welcome you to my online class. Okay, so here dear, today we are going to continue our same poem, that is The Road Not Taken. The Road Not Taken, we have already seen the introduction of this poem in our previous class. Today we are going to continue the second one stanza. But before moving to this, I would like to revise the first one stanza, what we have seen in that. In that, we have seen that the poem opens at a point where the poet is, where the poet found himself. Where does it find himself? The poet founds himself at an intersection where the road was diverged into two. So the beginning of the poem, or the poem opens at this point. Then we have seen the poet, being only one traveler, could not travel both the paths. And it is obvious, even we cannot walk on two paths at the same time. So same here, poet was also unable to walk on both the paths, as he was the only one traveler at that time. So he felt sorry for that. So here in the second line of first stanza, he said sorry. Sorry means he apologized for his inability. Yes, here he said sorry. He felt sorry that he could not walk on the first one path, or he could not walk on both the paths. Why? Because he was the only one traveler. Yes, then we have seen that as he was the only one traveler and had to choose any one between the two paths. As I have told you already in the introduction, this poem is about a making choice. It is about a making choice. Yes, means taking decision. As we found ourselves, जैसे कि हम अपने आप को हर समय पाते हैं in such a dilemma or in such situation there where we have to decide, or we have to choose any one option from many, or from the availables. Okay, whatever the options are available, we choose any one. So same here, the poet found himself in the same condition, same situation. So what did he do there? So the poet, when he found himself in this situation, he stood for some time. He stood at that point for some time, and looked down the first one very carefully. He observed the first one path very carefully, as far as he could, and there he looked down the first one path till it bent in the dense bushes, till it vanished under bushes. Yes, dense bushes means there were dense bushes, because of which the road was disappeared, or it was vanished. It was not visible. So up to there, the poet observed the first one path very, very carefully. So this part we have done in our last class, in our previous class. So now let's begin the second one stanza. What is given there? Look at there. Then took the other just as fair. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there though as for that the passing there had won them really about the same, had won them really about the same. So now look at there, what is said in the second one stanza. Okay, here he says in the first three lines, the poet is talking about the another path. The another path, as we have seen, there were two paths. First one he observed carefully till it was bent in the undergrowth, that means in dense bushes. Later on he looked down the second one path. He observed that one too, and then he took means he chose the another path. But here in the first three lines of second stanza, he talks about the second one path or the another path which was chosen by the poet. And there he talked about that path, why it was fair, why it was or it wanted wear, or why did he choose that another path. So look at there what he said. He said, then baad mein I took, that means the poet took the another path which was just as fair as the first one. As fair as the first one means it was as good as the first one path. It was as good as the first one path that was left by the poet. जो पोएट ने पहली पाथ को छोड़ दिया था, तो वही कह रहे हैं कि जो दूसरी पाथ थी, it was similar, same, as good as to the first one. As good as to the first one. Then here he says, and having perhaps the better claim, then proving that the path he chose was correct, was right one. So to give the evidences or to prove it right, here he said the second path or that another path was having perhaps the better claim. So that second one path, that another path was having better claim than the first one. Why he said the that another path was having better claim? Why? Because it was grassy. Because why it has good or better claim than the first one? Because the second path was, or that another path was grassy, and it wanted wear. Grassy means, simply we can say that if it is grassy, that means no one had walked on it. And that's why it was grassy. And that's why it wanted wear. Wanted wear means it was not one out. Means no one had walked on it. On that second one path, that another path. And that's why here the poet says that first one path had better, not first one, the another path had better claim. उसके पास बेटर क्लेम था, वो चाहती थी कि लोग उस पर चले. Why? Because it was clear there that it was grassy and it wanted wear. So these first three lines of second stanza are about the second one path, how it was. About that another path, how it was. It was as good as the first one. Even it has a better claim. To walk on. Why? Because it was grassy and no one had walked on it. Okay, so up to here clear. Then in the fourth and fifth one line, what does he say? Look at there. Though as for that the passing there had won them really about the same. Then in the fourth and fifth line of the second stanza, the poet says, as the poet walked on some distance, on the another path, passing there, मतलब कुछ कदम चलने के बाद, कुछ distance चलने के बाद, what happened there? The poet realized that when he walked on some distance on the another path, there he realized that both are equally worn out. Look at that. Here he says in the last line of that second stanza, had won them really about the same. Means at that intersection point, he could not understand the both roads are equally walked on. At the intersection point, the another path was grassy, which clears that it was not trodden black. Means no one had walked on it. But when the poet walked on some distance on that another path, then he realized that the another path was also equally worn out. Equally worn out means both the paths, both the roads were equally worn out. Got it? So here in the second stanza, first 3 lines are about the first another path, then the second 2 lines are about, or the second, 4th and 5th lines are about, or they are saying that the both roads were equally worn out. Equally worn out. Did you understand up to here? Okay. Now let's see the third one stanza. What does it say? So in the third one stanza, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, it knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Yes. So look at in the third stanza, the poet here in the very beginning line of the third stanza, here he says, and both that morning equally lay in leaves. Equally lay in leaves. Means in the third stanza he again continued his saying that we have seen in the last line of the second stanza. After walking on some distance on another path, the poet realized that both the paths are equally worn out. Yes, equally worked on. So he continued the same theme in the third stanza. Same same theme we can say. Same theme he continued in the third stanza, saying that lovely morning. Yes, as we have seen in the first line of the poem opens. The poem opens at a point where the poet found himself at an intersection where the road was divided into two in the early morning, or in morning we can say, in the morning, in the yellow wood. Okay, yellow wood we have already seen again the meaning of yellow wood. So there he says, on that morning, what happened there? The poet found that the both roads are equally lay in leaves. Equally lay in leaves means both roads were equally covered with leaves. Means there were leaves on the both paths. Equally covered. Equally. सेम, दोनों रोड बिल्कुल सेम तरीके से कवर्ड थी बाय द लीव्स. Yes, means leaves have covered both the paths equally. Then what happened? It means that what is the meaning of that? If the both roads are covered with leaves, that means no step had trodden black. It clears that if no one had walked on, that means लीव्स वुड बी देयर. अगर कोई चला नहीं है उसका मतलब यही है कि पत्तियां वहां पर रोड पे होगी. लेकिन जब लोग चलते हैं तो पत्तियां एक तो टूट फूट कर इधर उधर बिखर जाती है, या फिर रास्ता ऐसी एक रमे जैसी हो जाता है जिसपे आदमी चलने के उनके निशान दिखाई देते हैं. सो हियर ही सेज बोथ रोड्स वर इक्वली कवर्ड, इक्वली लेड दैट मॉर्निंग. दैट मीन्स नो स्टेप हैड ट्रोडन ब्लैक. नो स्टेप मीन्स no man had walked on both the roads. No man had walked on. No step. Step actually it is synecdoche which is talking about human being. ओके जो ह्यूमन बीइंग के बारे में बता रहा है. स्टेप जो हमारे कदम होते हैं, कदम के बारे में वह बता रहा है कि एक भी कदम वहां चला नहीं है. दैट मीन्स कोई भी इंसान उस पर चला नहीं है. यस. सो इन लीव्स नो स्टेप हैड ट्रोडन ब्लैक. ट्रोडन ब्लैक मीन्स स्टेप ऑन द रोड्स. स्टेप ऑन दैट मीन्स वॉक ऑन. No one had walked on both the roads. So then he says, oh, as both the roads were equally covered with leaves, no one had walked on both the roads. But here the poet says, oh, I kept. And as we have seen already, why he was feeling unhappy here and using the word oh. Why? Because he was unable to walk on both the paths. Both the paths, being the only one traveler. And that's why with sorrow or with the feeling of sorry, here he says, oh. Then he says, I kept the first one for another day. For another day. मतलब किसी और दिन के लिए वो फर्स्ट रोड को छोड़ देते हैं. Means he promised himself. He promised himself that he would come back at the same point and then would go on the path, the first one path that he left that day. उस दिन उसने जो पहला पाथ छोड़ दिया है वो किसी दिन वापस आके उसी जगह से उस दूसरी जो पाथ छोड़ दी है पहली पाथ उस पाथ पे जाएगा. He promised himself he would go on the first one path that he left that day. It means that I kept the first for another day. I kept the first for another day. That means he left the first one path, choose the another, saying that or promising him that he would come back at the same point and would go on the first one path some other day. Then look at what did he say. अपने आप में ही दुखी है. Why? Though he promised, but still here he says, yet knowing मतलब पोएट को पता था कि एक बार अगर हम जिस रास्ते से चल गए तो वापस उसी पॉइंट पर हम नहीं आते हैं. यस. एक चीज मतलब जैसे तुम 10th के बाद अगर साइंस ले लिए तो वापस से आके आर्ट नहीं ले सकते. साइंस को लेके ही कंटिन्यू करना पड़ेगा. आर्ट फैकल्टी अगर ले ले तो 10th के बाद तो आर्ट को ही लेकर कंटिन्यू चलना पड़ेगा. वापस से तुम साइंस नहीं ले सकते. सो सेम हियर ही सेज, एट नोइंग हाउ वे लीड्स ऑन टू वे. लीड्स ऑन टू वे मीन्स कैसी एक रोड दूसरे रोड को जुड़ी होती है. मतलब कैसे एक ऑप्शन जो हम लेते हैं करियर का वो कैसे दूसरे करियर ऑप्शन से जुड़े होते हैं. एट नोइंग एंड द पोएट सेज दैट ही knows that thing very well. He knew that he would never come back to the same point. He doubted whether he come back to the same point. He knew that. Though he knew, but he promised himself and he left the first one path for another day. And that's why with sorrow here he said, oh. Why? Because he knew very well that he would never come back to the same point and would go on the first one path. But still he promised himself that he left the first one or he kept the first one for another day. Yes. And then he said, at knowing how way leads on to way. Means how one road leads to another way. He knew very well. पोएट को अच्छे से पता था. But still he promised himself. And there he says in the last line of the third stanza, I doubted if I should ever come back. I doubted. Means here the poet himself was in doubt. Poet himself was in doubt whether he would come back to the same point or not. He doubted कि वो वापस आएगा या नहीं आएगा इसी सेम पॉइंट पे. ही वॉज इन डाउट. वो बिल्कुल डाउट में थे. एंड एक्चुअली इट इज बेटर टू से दैट ही न्यू वेरी वेल दैट. उसको बहुत अच्छे से पता था कि ही वुड नेवर कम बैक टू द सेम पॉइंट. बट स्टिल ही प्रॉमिस्ड he would go on the first one path some other day. Yes. So this way in the third one stanza he also talked about the both paths and said both are equally worn out. Okay. There he did not make any difference, as he did not make any difference in the second one stanza. So in the second and third one stanza he told that both the paths were equally worn out. Okay, so the remaining part we will see in our next one class. Okay, bye bye, see you.